Give these 5 things to these 7 people, and the money will begin to pursue you. You will begin to attract unusual blessings and unusual favor, health, wealth, everything you need if you can give these 5 things to these 7 people. 7 people that you must compulsorily be giving these things if you want to make unusual progress. In my last video, I simply talk about the 5 people that you're supposed to give, or 5 personalities you're supposed to give certain things in order to make unusual progress. And I made mention of God going to give tithe and offering. It doesn't concern you what it is done with. Your own is that you have given it to God. Then your parents, I talk about your children, I talk about a virgin young lady, and then I talked about your husband or your wife. So by God's grace, in today's video, I want to tell you the rest of the 7 people you must endeavor to be giving things if you want all doors to be open for you. So if only you can follow me to the end of today's video, you'll find out those people. So before then, give this video a thumbs up, and as you do so, may God bless you. So welcome once again to Jenny Action TV. In this particular channel, I discuss 3 important variables which are actually health, safety, and spirituality. Believe me, if you can understand and apply this thing correctly in your life, the sky will not be your limit. It becomes your starting point. If this is the very first time you're landing in this channel, you're highly welcome. Please do wait to hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification so that YouTube will always notify you once I upload a new video. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by. For my new timers, if you're searching for any video, all you need to do, go through the side button in YouTube, type Jenny Action TV / the keyword of the video you're looking for. For example, breakthrough. You get the videos I've made in the past about breakthrough, you watch and get some value. So without actually wasting your time, let's delve into the video of today. The 7 people you need to give these things if you actually want to make unusual breakthrough. You want money to pursue you instead of you are pursuing money. You want to attract unusual abundance. Is number 1, your maid and your men servant. If you have servants that are serving in your house, and you have this fond of giving the sweet things, from time to time you buy chocolate, but this giving, even the previous video I forget to say about it, make sure that it's not on Wednesday. Most of the time giving on Wednesday does not actually bring back, but give in any other days. Now if you buy chocolate, you buy biscuits and sweet things to give to this person, you are saying that all your life should be sweet things. In other words, sweetness will be in your life. Things that bring sorrow will not be upon you. Now you may say, I don't have maid servant and I don't have men servant. If you have somebody that you know that is a maid, and the person is going to the same church or a kind of ministry, or a kind of a worship center with you, or is your neighbor, from time to time give that person something. And apart from that, if you have this problem that from time to time you always find yourself getting wounded, where people will pass out and nothing will happen the day you pass, you fall down there, any small thing you wound yourself, you are cutting vegetables, something will wound you. Whenever you see yourself in such situation, find any maid or men servant, somebody that is not living in their house, is a servant to someone, buy some sweet things and give to that person on a Tuesday. Once you give it, that problem will end. The next people that you have to be giving is children in your neighborhood or children in your church, depending on your location. From time to time, carry biscuit, chocolate, and above all, yogurt. Yogurt have high vibration frequency, especially if you are a parent and you have children that are stubborn. One of the things that would deliver them from that stubbornness is giving other children yogurt that is not less than 10 in number. So when you get wherever there are plenty of children, like you're in a neighborhood, you are in a school where your child is going, and may use wisdom during your child's birthday that you give them yogurt, not buying all this juice that is not good for health. You attract what you are. When you are giving them something that nourishes them, nourishment comes to you and comes to your own. It helps to take away that stubbornness from your child. You pray and say, God, as I give this to nourish these people, nourish these other people, shouldn't nourish my own child. Let this stubbornness that this child is exhibiting, let this thing happening to this child be over. By God's grace, it will be over. Then the third group of people you will not fail to give is beggars. Some people don't believe in giving beggars something. There is something that happened when I was giving birth to my last set of twins. There was 5 years gap between the first set. I thought I have finished giving birth. I now a kind of conceived those children. I was not happy because actually I don't want to give birth to any other child at that time. So I was all embittered. I was talking to them, leave me, I don't want you. Right from the day one of that pregnancy till unfortunately when God taught me a lesson, I now knelt down and asked God for mercy. That time I don't know anything about ministry, whether I have ministry or not. I don't know. That's why I say mind your words. Do you know that coming to the time of delivery of these children, come and see what? I'll go to hospital, labor will end. I'll come back. Doctors were suggesting to me that it's only operation that is the case. I will tell them I am a Hebrew woman. I'm not ready to submit to operation. So this was what was going on. Then, I have a sister that is a spiritualist. So what did she do? She called me and told me that this thing I'm passing through, that he met her prayer partner, and immediately they bring my name to pray for me. I told you the name have a high vibration. Once you want to pray for somebody, bring the person's name. If you want to also deal with somebody who is working against you, use the name. That once they brought my name, the woman shouted that, who is this person you brought the name? That the glory that is around this woman is too much. But spiritually, they have already written RIP for this woman, that this pregnancy, they want to terminate her name. And that woman, that she didn't even tell her that I'm a teacher there, that woman asked her, is this woman a teacher? He said yes. He said he saw where it was written beside her name, RIP. The only thing keeping her alive right now is that the students she's teaching love her so much that they are the one holding her in the waist. I'm praying that she will not leave them. And then, do you know the message my sister gave me? She called me and said, because somehow in my mind I used to say this word, that for me to die is gain, to live is Christ. That I have even concluded in my mind, even if I die, nothing is happening, that I'm going to heaven. That God said that He will not bring me into heaven. I say, what did I do? He say that I hardly give beggars something. And that is the truth. I hardly give beggars something, because if you are going with my father, if you see a beggar, I will tell you that they did that. For them to be a beggar, they did something. That time, I don't know what is spirituality like this. From that day, my mentality changed. I started giving to beggar. The 3 assignments that my sister gave me that time: begin to find beggars and begin to give them something. Number 2, go to motherless baby and give something. Number 3, buy good things and give to your children, like a kind of sweet things, chocolate, cake, and all those. And immediately I gave out this thing. I gave my children, I asked them to come and pray for me. Labor started. By God's grace, it didn't take 2 days. I delivered those set of twins peacefully. So what am I telling you? Learn to give beggars, but in times of beggars, because there are evil people now. Some people that are beggars are not true beggars, but people that some rich men have sent to go and collect people's destiny through their money. Buy cooked rice and share them, let them eat. If you see any beggar coming that you want money, just buy rice for the beggar and give. Rice have high vibration. It sponsors uncountable blessings. As the rice grain is uncountable and it's loved all over the world, eaten all over the world. That's how people will love you all over the world. That's how it brings a lot of abundance, connections to you. Always buy rice and give to that beggar. But if you buy and the beggar say, I don't want his money, I want, the person have no choice unless you are led. Everybody have guardian angel, have Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit or your guardian angel minister to you, give money. That is when I will advise you to give money to beggars. The next set of people is prisoners, motherless babies. Learn to cook rice from time to time and go and visit motherless babies' home. You can also give a kind of baby's clothes. You can also give yogurt. Whenever you want to give people anything as drink, instead of giving them mineral that is full of 7 cubes of sugar that is not good for health and other things, buy yogurt. There are small package yogurt that is affordable. Buy it and give. The more you are giving people yogurt, the more your life is flowing with milk and honey, the more negative energies are departing from you, and the more positivity is being attracted to you. The next set of people you must not fail to give is widows. Widows open great and mighty doors to people. And as a married woman, if you are constantly giving widows things, you are like saying, I will never be in their level or being a widow. And one of the most important things you will learn to give widows is yogurt. clothes, and then you can give money. From time to time, rice. Watch out the life of these people that normally shares rice, maybe during celebration, Easter, Christmas, and others. They share rice, clothes, salt, and some other things to widows. Watch out how doors are opening for them. Do you know that one of the ways to conquer spirit of poverty, especially if generational curse operating in your family is actually poverty, is by your giving? So from time to time, buy clothes. It may not be that you gather all the widows in the world, but if you know widow, maybe somebody that is working with you in the office, maybe somebody that is your neighbor, somebody that is a member of church, from time to time, buy clothes. Clothes like you are covering the nakedness of that person. I told you that curse was raised from there just because widows were lamenting, crying that he gives them clothes, he sews clothes for them. Peter raised him from death. That is why you are bringing the hand of God and supernatural forces to begin to fight your spiritual battles when you begin to give out to widows. Learn to give widows. And when you give them clothes, God gives you a house. Because you are giving them a covering, God will give you a covering. He said, whatsoever you did to the least of this one, you have done unto me. Bible says that he that giveth to the poor lendeth to the Lord. Lending. In other words, you lend something to the Lord. And he said that a borrower is a slave to the lender. Do you think that God will want to be your slave? Impossible. God is committed to give you much more than you have given. So when you learn to give widows around you, you are opening great and unusual doors for yourself. Widows, you give them clothes, yogurt. Whenever you are giving yogurt, you are giving away negativities around you. And most of the times when you feel negative energy around you, just buy yogurt and go and give to any widow around you. Before you know it, and if you are not fond of giving that widow something, you don't give from time to time money. Maybe you buy new clothes, wrapper, and give to that person, and suddenly you bring yogurt. The person will not take it; it will be rude, suspicious. But when you are used to giving, you give yogurt. Sometimes when you are giving that alongside with money, that as that person accepts it with joy, even if it's sorrow that is around your home, it will depart immediately. Not that it will follow that particular widow. The spirit, that the power of Almighty God, the power in the universe, will just fight that battle for you. Everything is energy. Do you know that there are certain spiritual work only a mother that have twins that can do it? There are certain spiritual work that only widow can do. There are also certain spiritual work that only virgins can do. So everything is energy. So sometimes when you do that, you are attracting unusual abundance. So giving widow, and most of the times when you want to give plenty of widow and you are suspecting that some of them might be diabolical, they might do something negative to you, add that gift you want to give her. Maybe you are so that give during Christmas and then some other celebration, you give to plenty of widow, add salt to it. Once you add salt, then it neutralizes anything they plan to do. The next people that you have to be giving is men of God, whether they are spiritualists, whether they are pastor, any man of God that you are benefiting from time to time from, learn to give. Especially if you have strange sickness, you have tried everything to cure it and you find difficult to cure, my dear, look for any strong man of God you know, especially the man of God over you, your pastor, any spiritualist over you, any kind of man of God you benefit from time to time. Buy yogurt, and you know that if you go to give only yogurt, instead of wine and some other things you give, sizable good yogurt, go and give it to that person as a gift. You can give it alongside with some amount of money, because if you give only yogurt, it may look like something else. When you give it to that person, mysteriously how you will be cured of that sickness, you will not even explain. And from time to time, any money you give to, because everybody is followed by forces. Now, any man of God or spiritualist, you know, one word or other, there are forces working with that person. That is the forces that confirm whatever that person is a kind of doing, or it's a kind of telling you. That force is what helped that person to be successful in ministry. Once you give, you are like giving God, because that person is oracle of God, is representing God. God is covenanted to give you back much more than you have given. Like I told you, there are 7 I have mentioned since the last person is give yourself. Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. You have not loved yourself. How can you love another person? What do I mean by from time to time, take yourself out and have a kind of wonderful, nice time with yourself. Buy better clothes, and it must not be expensive, but better clothes. Buy good things. Cook better rice, good rice, and then eat. Buy a sizable yogurt and enjoy yourself. You know why? Money likes to be spent, and it goes where it is being spent, and you attract what you are, not what you want. So whatever you are now, if you start acting like a rich man, you will naturally become rich. This is one of the reasons why I told you that one of the natural laws we break is when you now wash hand inside the plate. Watch, most rich men don't do that. When they come, they are served decently, and in order, and you will see that they are being served. Everything is in order. There is a place to wash hand. They have a plate to eat. And another thing is this: most rich men, you will notice also that they are served decently. You can't see them eating in the pot that they used to cook food, or carrying their food and cook. Before they come, somebody have already served them, put everything in order. This is when you develop a kingly becoming attitude. Money will begin to follow you because money will like where it is treated decently. So give yourself a treat. Give yourself from time to time. Buy better things and you wear. Use better things. When you start doing it, money will begin to pursue because you like where it is spent. So with this, I've actually come to the end of today's video, believing that somebody has actually found value. If you're one of those, why not give this video a thumbs up? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Hit the bell notification so as to get my next upload. Comment on this video. Share this video and share it to everyone. You might actually be helping a lot of people. As you do so, may God bless you, honor you, and cause you to ride upon the high places of this earth. See your Lady Jenny saying bye-bye.